What's going on, you guys? Back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about things the narcissists do before the mask comes off. And this is when they remove the mask, not when it slips. When they intentionally show you who they are. They do this as a form of revenge, to punish you, to, get their get back on you. When narcissists remove the mask so you can see who they are, they do it for many reasons. One is you've stayed away from them too long and they've been, constantly trying to reach out to you and you've been ignoring them. You've set these boundaries that they refuse to respect. So they have to find another way to get to you, to reach you, just a desperate attempt to get you back. So, they don't want to lose you. But at the same time, they never show remorse. They never take accountability. They'd rather do it the lazy way because they feel so entitled to people. So what happens is they pretend to care about you. And before you know it, if you fall for it, you're going to be tricked into thinking that they've changed. And soon after, you'll see these familiar arguments starting again. You'll just start to see the mask slowly come off. Again, they do this to show you, I told you I was going to get you back. Narcissists always feel like they got to teach you a lesson because you did something to go against, their wishes, to always have power over you. When you take that power from them, of course, they're going to get angry and they're going to show you a thing or two. Some examples of that is narcissists will call you up and pretend like they want to know what's been going on with your life. And the moment you get deep into updating them on everything, they just completely cut you off and they start to ask you for things, or they invite you over for dinner, or they kind of want to see you. They come up with ways of trying to meet you somewhere so they could see you. And when you accept them on this, because now you've been tricked to believe they changed, because they don't sound so selfish over the phone. They actually sound like they care. They're showing genuine concern since they haven't spoke with you in a while. But mind you, that's just a trick to get you in their presence. And the moment they get you in their presence, that's when they take the mask off, and show you that they have not changed. I've seen this so many times. I've seen it with narc mothers, with their adult children who have set boundaries, who's been doing good without them. The narc parents feel like that they are losing them. Now they don't have anything to benefit off of. It makes them angry, they're frustrated, they're panicking, and they have to find ways of getting that good supply back from their adult children. So what they do is just randomly check in on them, and they try to change their tone, and come at them in a more delicate way, like if they really care about them, In the moment that the person sounds like, okay, well, I guess I'll meet you, or I'll come by and see you or pay you a visit. That's what they're waiting to hear. The moment you take them up on it is when they show you that it was all just a part of teaching you a lesson. Soon as they get you back in their presence, they're bringing up old stuff that you did that upset them, because it's always about them. Just completely forget about the fact that you invited me over for dinner. I thought you were calling me because you were concerned. You haven't spoken with me in a while and you just wanted to talk. And they love to say, oh, I just wanted to talk, so give me a call when you get time. I just been thinking about some things. And when they finally speak on it, the conversation goes to, well, I just wanted to let you know that you really hurt me with some of the things that you said, and I don't like how you just shut me out. I'm your mother. I don't see how you could just shut me out. I'm your mother. You only get one mother. And narc parents love to use that. And it's like, okay, I got one mother, but that doesn't mean that you were a good parent. That doesn't mean that I was treated right. That don't mean that you weren't abusing me. You may not be aware of it, but you were, and you probably never realized that you treated me that way, and that's why I cut you off. I did what was necessary for my peace of mind. This was not to hurt you, but if that's how you want to take it, then that's how you're gonna take it, because you need to always play the victim role. Forget about how you make people feel. It's all about how you feel at the end of the day. That's how you gotta come at the parents sometime. If you can come at any other person like that, you have to set the parents straight sometime as well. And I know that's easier for me to say because I never had to, say these things to my parents. I didn't have narc parents, but I know how they can be. And I know how they can manipulate their adult children into thinking that you're going to forever owe me, because I'm your parent. They quickly mistake role with relationship. And it's like the relationship was never really there. It was just always, in a very abusive and toxic environment that you never had a voice of your own. You were never given that room to grow into the person you're meant to be. They took that ability away from you by sheltering you, by controlling you, by abusing you, by manipulating and gaslighting you. And they failed to realize these things. So they will trick you into coming around so that they can bring this stuff up all over again. You could never trust a narcissist. Never give them the benefit of the doubt because they don't change. They just cover up for the moment until the right time, and then they show their ugly face again. Another way that they trick you into, conversating, into taking down the boundaries. They trick you by arguing, making up fake arguments, bringing up things that they still disagree with. The perfect response to that is, well, we may not ever agree to certain things, and that's fine with me. You have to let them know I'm good at the end of the day. You may never agree with me and my decisions and my way of living, but I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with you not being okay with it. And I don't have to deal with things on your terms anymore. You have to let the narc parent know that, and any other narcissist in your life. But see, the first step to take is to make sure you don't let those guards down. Don't lighten up those boundaries just because they sound like, they're worthy of a second chance. They'll never change. That's just a tactic that they use out of desperation to get you back because they lost control for too long. And so now, after they cursed you out and just dogged you out and criticized you and put you down repeatedly for months and months, maybe a year, all of a sudden they pop back up out of concern and wanting to see you and check on you and have a talk. But they could never tell you what this talk is going to be about over the phone. They need to see your face. That's just another tactic, another trick into getting that power back over you, to let you know I'm still who I always was. And I ain't going to change. And you owe me an apology because the way things ended, it really hurted me. You got to let that narc know. Of course, that I didn't intentionally hurt you, but I knew that's how you were going to take it. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, I got to focus on me and my life. You got to let them know that. They'll get mad, but hey, too bad. You gotta let them know that. Don't be tricked into the narc's tactics of getting you back again.